Dear students, today we will discuss the meaning of transfer and what is the purpose of transfer, how transfer takes place, and what are the various transfer policies should be adopted by the organization. And later on in this lecture, we will discuss the meaning of demotion as well as what are the reason behind why employees get demoted. So starting with the definition of transfer. See, transfer is basically a horizontal or a lateral movement of an employee from one job to another section, department, or any location of of the employee, where the salary status and responsibilities are usually not get changed. So in transfer, generally what we do is an employee is shifted from one job. There is a lateral and horizontal movement, and one employee is shifted from one job section to another section who are handling the same type or similar type of job responsibilities, or the same job which the person is carrying out in one section, and he transferred from that particular section to say X section. Another is from shift from say one plant is in say X location, and he transferred to the same plant we have in Y and Z location. Then the employee from X location gets shifted from to Y location. That is a transfer. Or in generally in transfer, there may or may not be change in the salary status and responsibilities of the employee. So defining transfer, it is in a lateral shift causing movement of individual from one position to another, usually without involving any kind of change in the duties, responsibilities of the employees' skills needed, or compensation. Now, what are the purpose of transfer? The purpose of transfer is to meet organizational needs, or to meet the or to on the request of the employees, or to utilize properly service of an employee when he is not performing and management feels he may be useful elsewhere. So say suppose if an employee is not working well in, so due to some other reason, then the employee may shift it from that location to another location, seeing that if he can perform well over there. Then to increase the versatility of the employees, means because the person now get a different environment and he became versatile in doing the work. Then to adjust with the workforce, sometimes how employees can adjust with the workforce, this could be the reason of transfer. Another is to replace new employees by an employee who has been in the organization for a sufficiently long time. Means sometimes the employees may get transferred because they have already served the organization for a sufficient longer time period. Then another could be as in a kind of indisciplinary action, and then in a form of penalized or punishment to the employees, that the employees get transferred. So these are the purpose of transfer. Now, what are the policies adopted by organization for forming the transfer policies? The policies must be in practical and know to each employees. Means first is the policy should be in practical manner, and every employee should be aware of the policies of the organization related to the transfer. Another is the basic of transfer should be indicated, means on what basis the employees get transferred, whether the base is seniority or an skill. And another is decide the rate of pay to be given to the transferee. If the people get transferred, then the rate to be paid to them should be cleared before the actual transfer. Then intimate the fact of transfer to the person concerned well in advance. The person should be the person who need to be transferred should be intimated well before in advance. Then should be in written and duly communicated to all the concerned. The transfer should be communicated and recorded and to be with the all the concerned persons. Then locate the authority in the same officer who may initiate and implement the transfer. Then there should be delegation of authority to the officer who is handling the transfer. Then transfer cannot be made frequently and not for the sake of transfer only. So just to transfer anyone, it should not be so frequently. Means like one for 1 month the people employee is working next location, then after one completion of 1 month he shifted to say Y location, and then the chain goes on. So this should not happen. Then facilities such as leave, special allowance for shifting, etc. should be clearly prescribed to the transferee. So there should be a clear cut information to the transferee before the actual transfer happens. Now these are the types of transfer. We have intra-departmental transfer and we have interdepartmental transfer. Say intra-departmental transfer are such type of transfers in which within the same section or the same department, the employee is transferred. He may be given oral instruction, however, must be informed of such transferees. Like that is one from one section to within the same department, from one unit to another unit, the employees get transferred. But in intra-departmental transfer, the one department to another are decided by mutual consultation among the departmental head when such transfers are of the permanent nature or longer duration. Say suppose one person is working in HR department. Now that person need to be shifted from HR department to finance department. So this type of transfer is known as interdepartmental transfer. But if we talk about intra-departmental transfer, say suppose one person is working in HR department. Right now he is handling the payroll of the employees, and now the person is shifted from this handling the payroll. Now the person shifted to the recruitment section. So this is called intra-departmental transfer. Now what are the benefits of transfer? The transfer definitely increase in productivity and efficiency of the organization. Then there is greater job satisfaction to the employees, because sometimes the monotony arise, and the people get change, and definitely it brings job satisfaction to the employees. Then stability, fluctuating job needs, some instability arises. Then improve employees skill, because the people now start working with different groups, then there is improvement in the skill as well. Then remedy for wrong placement. Say suppose in due to wrongly placement of the employee, means if so transfer is the correction made for the faulty or wrongly placement. And then improve labor relations. It improves labor relations because more and more people come into contact with the employees. Then develop employees for future promotions, because they learn new skills, and they get ready for the future promotions. They avoid monotony and boredom, as already discussed. So now what is demotion and what are the causes of demotion? Demotion is basically defined as the assignment of an individual to a job of lower rank and pay, usually involve lower level of difficulty and responsibility. See, basically demotion is a kind of, in this, if the person is involved in some indisciplinary action, or the person is not performing well, then it is the form of punishment given to the employees. So it is like the person get lower, demoted to the lower job rank, and the salaries or the compensation or the pay they are getting usually get reduced. So demotion serve as a useful purpose in the sense that they kept the employees alert and alive to their responsibilities and duties. So demotion, because the people get feared of, if we will not perform well, we may get demoted. So it is also one of the tool in the hand of management to make their employees work effectively and in an efficient manner, and they become active and alert for their role and responsibilities in the organization. Now, what are the causes of demotion? As already I have discussed, that is in a kind of punishment or indisciplinary action. So when departments are combined, bosses are often required to accept lower level positions since jobs are eliminated. Sometimes due to the retrenchment policy of the organization, the people may get shifted to the lower job profile. Then in education on the part of the employee in term of job performance, attitude and capability. So if the person is not capable enough then to handle the higher job responsibilities, then the employee may get demoted. Another is when older employees are unable to adjust as per the change in the technology. This could be the reason of demotion. Or another is due to the ill health or some personal issues, people may get demoted. Then demotion is also used as disciplinary measure. So as already discussed, that it is also one of the tool of disciplinary measure adopted by the organization. So hope both the topics are clear to all.